Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing an introduction to Facebook ads and advertising on Facebook. We're going to go over the different levels of a campaign and how they're broken down. And I think it's going to be a really good video for beginners to get you familiar with the platform. So first things first, in order to advertise on Facebook, you have to have an ad account. So if you don't have an ad account, go up to your search bar and type in business.facebook. I guess I should get myself out of the way up here. Business.facebook.com. That will take you into Business Manager. If you don't have one, which you probably don't, it'll just say Create Business Manager. You'll just put your password in for Facebook again. And then basically you'll be taken to this screen. And then you'll just name it. You can name it pretty much whatever. If you're starting an agency, I would name it what you plan on making your agency name. Or you could just make it your name. It doesn't matter too much. So you won't have any ad accounts when you start out. So this will be blank and it'll say create ad account. So you'll just hit create ad account, name your ad account. Once again, your ad account name does not matter doesn't really matter that much. No one will really see it except you, unless you start, once you build an agency and stuff, if you hire people, they'll have access to them or whatever, but that's down the road. But yeah, it's not super important. I just made, like you can see, this one's literally just dashes, account 4, account 5. So when you start out, you can open 5 ad accounts. I would recommend doing all 5 when you start, because if for some reason you mess up and your account gets suspended, you can't create any more ad accounts once you're in suspended status. But say if I mess up on this ad account and it gets suspended, I can hop to the next one. But if I only make this first one and then it gets suspended, I can't make any more. So I wouldn't have one to hop to. So these are kind of like safety nets, basically. Or if you have multiple, like me, I have a lot of different like little side hustles. So I want to keep those separate, and I think that's important for me for like tracking purposes and for pixel purposes. Um, so like this one is like for my agency. This one was a little Shopify store I did, and then these 3 are just extra accounts for whatever I want to do with them when I figure that out. Yeah, so that's basically ad accounts. So you'll probably just need one starting out, but like I said, I'd recommend opening all 5 and just naming them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever you want. Also, your pages tab might be blank. So in order to run ads on Facebook, you have to run them under a page. You can't run them under your personal profile. So under pages, if you don't have a page down here, it'll say like create page, or it will say like if you're an admin to a page, it'll ask you to request access to run ads for that. So if you're doing this as like a small business or Shopify store or whatever, you'll probably have a Facebook page already, and if it's linked to the same login to your Facebook account, it'll automatically be here. If not, you'll just link it. It's an easy process. It'll tell you how to do it when you add it. So yeah, that's the ad accounts, that's the pages. So you have to have an ad account and you have to have a page to run ads on Facebook. So that's the main things you need. So once you get past that part, now we're actually into the good stuff, which is actually building our ads. So if you're in Business Manager, there's 2 ways to get to where you can build ads. So you can either click on your ad account and that'll take you over to Ads Manager. I'm just going to X out of this one. Or you can go up here. There's 3 ways actually. You can go up here. So this is kind of like your toolbar. So normally you'll be on Business Manager. You can click Ads Manager. That'll take you to your ads. And then the last way is you can search up here in the search bar, Ads Manager. So I ended up opening 3, so we'll just go to 1, and then we're going to do this one. So I have a ton, I work for an agency, so I have a lot of different accounts in here, so normally you'll only see your 5 accounts that you just made. So this was a little Shopify store that I was running ads that I created, and I ran some ads for just to kind of mess around, because I mainly work with like nonprofits and ministries and stuff like that, so I wanted to mess around with Shopify some. So I just kind of did this in my free time just to do it, basically. So this is kind of the one I'll be giving you examples out of, because the store isn't open anymore, so I don't care if you see it or anything. Yeah, so let's get to the campaign and the ads. So first off, what are ads? I'm sure you've seen ads in your Facebook. So literally I load mine up. The first one's a post, the second one's an ad. So they're in your feed all the time pretty much. You may not notice them because sometimes they can blend in really well. So anything that's an ad will say sponsored under it, where under here it just has like a time when it was posted. It'll say sponsored. And then, that's the ad copy. There might be a link in here. There's probably a button. And then there's probably, again, it's either going to be a video or an image most of the time. So that's basically what ads are. So this is an example of an ad in my Facebook feed. And we'll go over different places that ads can be because there's a lot of places they can be. So that's ads. So ads are actually the very bottom level of the campaign. So I made this handy dandy little chart, I guess, for the structure of a Facebook campaign and how it's kind of broken down. So your high level is your campaign itself. So the campaign tab, which is right here. So that's what's selected by default, so you can see all your different campaigns. So this level is basically like, what are you trying to do with this Facebook campaign? Like, say you have $100 that you want to put in Facebook ads to get traffic to, we'll just go with my example, to a waterproof dog bed that you're trying to sell. So that would be your campaign. So you are trying to send traffic to a web store. Or let's say you're trying to generate leads for a chiropractor, a local chiropractor. Or you're trying to generate interested in events for a local bar that's doing trivia night or something. So campaign is like, what are you trying to do? Normally, I would say always, basically, you should never mix different campaign types and objectives and stuff. So let's act like I'm going to create a new campaign so you can see the objectives, which I'll probably make a video for each of the main ones to go in detail of each of them. But yeah, so most of the time, you're basically never going to use awareness. I don't know anybody that uses awareness except for like multi-million-dollar brands. Not most of the time, you're going to either be doing traffic, engagement, or conversions, or catalog sales. So these four are basically for anybody with Shopify stores, which is super common, web stores. If you sell anything online, you're probably going to be using one of these four. Mainly these three. Catalog sales is mainly for retargeting people, which is super important and we will go over. But mainly these three are what you'll be starting with. If you're doing like local lead gen or something, messages can actually be pretty good. So instead of like sending people to a landing page, you could send them to Facebook Messenger and actually have an interactive conversation with them. So that one's pretty good. But let's just say for now, I want to send a traffic campaign to my waterproof dog bed. So we're going to go down here, waterproof dog bed, whatever. So you don't have to get super crazy with your name. Sometimes I should probably put a date on this at least. So we'll put July 2018. All right, so we're doing a traffic campaign to a website. So your ad set name. So normally how I break down the naming, so I know waterproof dog bed is my campaign. So I'm going to just abbreviate the first three. So waterproof dog bed. Boom. Next thing I'm going to put is my audience. So let's go down here. We're going to go to, do I have any custom audiences? All right, I got a couple custom audiences. So let's just say that we're going to target people that have visited my website in the last 180 days. So then next I would put in my audience. So website visitors 180 days. Whoa. And then next I'm going to put my copy number. So copy is what the text is in the ad, and then also the headline and then the button and stuff like that. So this is all the copy. And then this is the image or video right here. So normally you want to at least test two different copies against each other. That way you can see which one is working better. So this would be copy 1, and then my next one would be copy 2. So let's say website visitors, whatever. So we're just going to straight up use this. you always want to edit placements and take off everything except feed. 9 times out of 10. I don't know why. I will test automatic placements a lot, and then I'll also do split testing with like different placements down here. But that's after I've tested my copy and my images with the feeds. So I'll start out with feed only because it just seems to be the best historically, and then find what your winning creatives are, and then you can go and start split testing between Instagram or network or whatever else. So daily budget. So let's just say we're gonna do $5 a day, and there we go. All right. So now we're gonna continue. So ad level. So this is where you actually build the ad right here that they're gonna see in their Facebook feed. Well, we have feed right now because we have feed selected. So how I name this is I'll keep the audience name. So we got website visitors 180 days. This is copy 1, and then we're gonna let's say we're gonna try 3 different images of the dog bed. So this is image 1. So going back to my little breakdown, so we built our campaign. It's a traffic campaign to go to this dog bed. Our first ad set that we're building right now is to target website visitors. So this is anybody that's been to our website, which is like an online pet store or whatever is what it was. And then our ads are the 3 different images that we're going to test out. So this would be the image 1. This would be the first image. The second image and the third image would all be within this same ad set. All 3 of these would have the same exact copy. So they're all going to have the same exact wording on them. The only difference is going to be 3 different images. So what can happen when we do that is we'll run this for 3 days at 5, whatever budget you want to start with. 5 is for traffic. You could do 5. If you're going for sales, you probably want to do 10, 20, something like that, a little higher. So basically, we're going to run this for 3 days, not touch it, let it do its thing. And then we're going to come back and look at it, and we're going to say, all right, which one of these 3 images did the best? We're going to keep that one on, and then we're going to cut, or, basically you could keep them all on if they're all doing good. But basically, it's just giving you a way to test stuff against each other because you always want to be testing creatives and seeing what is giving you the highest return on ad spend or the lowest lead cost or whatever you're trying to do. So this would be our first audience, and then our first copy, and then our 3 different images. This ad set over here, so like I said, we always want to do at least 2 different copies against each other. So this ad set would be the same exact audience. So it would be the website visitors 180 days, and then it would be the same exact 3 images because we still want to use the same images and test them against this copy. But the creative, the wording on this one would be different than this one. So this would be copy 1, and then this would be copy 2. Everything else is identical about all of this, except that the wording is different on the ad level. So what we can do is in 3 days, we can go and look at these and say, all right, copy 1 got us a return on ad spend of $1.50 for every dollar. This one got us $2.50 for every dollar. So this one's doing better. We're going to cut this one and we're going to leave this one on. Then at that point, we can say, all right, let's try a new audience. So we know copy 2 works good. Let's say all 3 images did well. So the 3 images do good. And then now we can test another audience or something. So basically that's the levels. Your campaign is what are you trying to achieve? Your ad set is who are you targeting? And then your ad level is what are they going to see in their newsfeed. So I don't know why this is just being absurdly slow for some reason. Let's try to go back here. Trying to find a quick example. Yeah, here we go. So this is a perfect example of how it would break down. So for waterproof dog bed, so I did add to cart for this one. Probably should have done traffic because I didn't have much pixel activity yet. So you can see I did the same exact copy. So they're both C1. So this one I did an interest targeting, and then this one I did video views, people that watched the video 95%, that was posted on the page. So if you click on one of these, it'll take you down to the ad level. So you can see everything is the exact same. So same interest targeting, same placement, same copy, and then 3 different images. So you can see that this one was the only one that got an add to cart. So I would cut these 2 and then keep this one going. Well, that's pretty high. I cut them all off, but you get the gist. And then same exact thing for this one. So this one is same exact targeting, same placements, same copy, 3 different images. So this one didn't get any, which it didn't spend anything at all. So yeah, that's kind of how you can split test stuff. So now I've tested 2 different audiences, only did 1 copy, and then 3 images. So that's kind of how it's going to actually look in Facebook. So you're going to have your campaign, your different audiences and copy and stuff, and then your different images on the ad level. I don't know why it's not popping up with the... Oh, okay. Like I said, I created these a long time ago, so it's not surprising that they're not showing up for some reason, because Facebook's doing a lot of updates lately. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's kind of an introduction to Facebook and the different levels of the campaign and whatnot. So I hope that helped you guys out, and look forward for y'all watching the next video. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.